Okay, here we are yet again, Paddy Expat Club on a Tuesday. I've got with me Yves Baron. Have I pronounced that correctly?
Absolutely.
Thank
Very
you for
good,
that.
very
Okay,
good.
but it's Tuesday Expat Club, where we come every Tuesday to meet camaraderie, but more importantly, we have usually speakers, but today we had an interesting person. Yves was talking or singing and talking about, it was titled The Night of the Opera, is that right?
Absolutely, and ironically, this is the morning. So with the morning voice and everything you can imagine.
But look, I've got to say, I mean, I've known, not that I know you, but I've known you for a long time. Very talented, one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. And I'm going to thank you very much for coming here.
It's my pleasure.
It's enjoyable, right? But you spoke a little bit to everybody about your background. Would you like just to tell everybody about your background briefly?
Yes, so my background is operatic studies, age 25, but after being a nightclub promoter and even nightclub owner.
Is that right?
So, and you know, what was very interesting in that journey is that I was kind of working on my vocal cords in nightclubs to cover the noise of the speakers.
Okay, yes, you mentioned
and
that.
I said to some point I have to control this voice.
Yeah.
You know, and ironically, someone said, "Well, now you study opera, you're gonna sing, you're gonna sound even louder." Basically.
Interesting. Yeah. And then you spoke about opera invites. That was something you set up, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't create that. I was following the master Luciano Pavarotti, of course.
Oh, of course.
And Pavarotti and friends.
Okay.
But me, as I always say, you know, quoting Martin Scorsese, you know, the filmmaker, the theme is more important than the actors.
True.
So opera, instead of my name, invites ... other musics and other artists and other themes, etc. So,
and that obviously opens doors. And they open one particular door to the Muay Thai organisation, is that right?
Yeah, so technically now it's Muay Thai inviting opera, which was the most surprising experience for me, because I wanted to get in touch, as I told during the meeting, with the Thai institutions.
Yes.
And the only one who got back to me is combat sports and Muay Thai.
And you wouldn't expect that, would you?
No, because I said, okay, let's write to governors, institutions, whatever they may be.
Yeah.
And of course, in that, there were sports federations.
Right.
And I said, okay, why not?
Yeah.
And then suddenly, boom, combat sport. But it's a long story between combat sports and myself. I know a lot of fighters, don't ask me why.
Yeah, I won't ask you that one, but...
I don't know why.
But it's funny, but it opened up a door to the Paris Olympics, is that right?
Yes, because Muay Thai was officialized as stamped Olympic, as we say.
Yeah.
Olympic useful, we say that.
Of course.
For a discipline which is not in the Olympic calendar yet. They are invited as a showcase.
Ah, okay.
Showcase.
So they're not actually in the Olympics?
Well, they're not yet, but they are already invited. This is the first step to be on the calendar.
That's the way. Brilliant.
Yes.
Brilliant.
So Paris first, Los Angeles second.
Okay.
But meanwhile, if they network sufficiently powerfully, they could be already lined up on the calendar of Los Angeles.
Brilliant.
And I'm going to be part of the trip as well.
Yeah, of course. And of course, you've met a lot of Olympians, is that right?
Yes, because the Olympians are the historical Olympic champions organizing the new Olympic Games.
Yeah.
Basically, yes.
Very good. And that was how you started. But then all of a sudden you stopped and you performed for us again, and you chose the first song. Why did you choose that first song?
Well, the first song, because it's morning, you know, so I said that I might sound like a jazz tenor this morning more than an operatic one. What I like about this song, Monkey, is once again, it's opera invites by itself. It's Andrea Bocelli by the voice, and Kenny G by the jazz.
That's it,
jazz saxophone.
Everybody knows that. Yeah.
So it's the typical fusion between opera and jazz.
What I like, when I was listening to you, but watching everybody in the room as well, and they were all with you, somehow there's this magic when you start to sing. I've got to say, fantastic.
Yeah, well, even with the morning voice, so that's encouraging.
Yeah. And then anyway, back to Muay Thai. You spoke about the legend of Muay Thai, is that right?
There's a few ones.
Is that right?
Absolutely, Buakao, which is, as I always say as a joke, for Pattaya people, easy to remember.
It is.
There's a street having this name. Nothing to do with the immense champion he is. Yeah, he's the legend of Muay Thai. And you have Boakau, you have Senchai, but Boakau was chosen to be the Muay Thai ambassador for the Paris Olympics. Yes.
And you were with him there and everything.
Absolutely.
What a milestone for yourself as well, eh?
Yes, it's incredible. But you know, for me, how can I explain that? I was serving the cause of Muay Thai.
Yeah.
So I'm not into the selfie mode with the superstar.
No, I understand that.
But I have a group picture with all of my friends, the link that I sent you about Siam Fight Mag. And you can see all my friends, and especially a friend of mine who didn't work out before the event. And he's in the middle, like showing...
Fantastic. No, but it's good to meet these people. They've got different mindsets.
Incredible.
It is.
He's incredible. He grew up in you say misery, you say that? I mean, nothing much. And now he's, of course, multi-millionaire, but apart from that...
But it's not the money. It's not the money.
It's not the money.
The money just happens to be there.
Yes.
They're not driven by money.
No, absolutely not. Because you don't do Muay Thai or you don't do sports in general for money. You do it for passion.
Yes.
Exactly like music. Exactly.
Yeah, it's true. And the ones that do it for money don't last.
Yeah, true.
It is true. You can see that all around.
Yes, I agree.
Number one, you've got to enjoy what you do.
Yes, absolutely.
The rest follows.
Yes.
Yeah, no, bloody great. And then, okay, interesting. But you spoke about something. When I do these interviews, I talk about things that was interesting to me. But you spoke about the medals were predictable.
The medals are predictable. It's unreal because they said to me, okay, like sport, like in everything else, 80% of the action is preparing the action.
Yes.
So if you look at how the people prepare this action, you know already almost the results.
Interesting.
So they said, okay, for the Thai Federation, gold medals and medals in general are going to happen in Taekwondo, in badminton, and in lifting weight.
And that was it.
And exactly the disciplines when they have the medals. So, and they said, talking about tennis, who is an immense star. I mean, a lot of international people living in Thailand don't really know her.
Yeah.
Even some Thai people do not know her. But she's very humble. She came in Paris with a big injury. She still won.
Interesting.
And now she said, my body is so broken that I'm going to retire. Age 27, can you imagine?
I know.
She retires.
Man, that just shows you how much effort these people put into achieving what they achieve. Most people don't realize that.
No, and now she said, I'm done with this. My body has multiple bone fractures and everything. She said, I'm done because if I go on, I'm going to be
of course.
broken, like physically.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, anyway, so we put that one aside. Then you went back to you and building your voice, the power of voice. You spoke about the challenges you had of building your voice.
Yes, absolutely, especially in the mornings in Paris. There's a bridge over the highways of Paris.
Yeah.
That's where all the cars meet. And with my friends at the opera school, we would scream to cover the noise of the cars. So basically to empower our vocal cords, but resolve a lot of pollution on our vocal cords as well. And wouldn't be able to speak after those sessions.
Interesting.
So you see.
See, again, people don't realize what people like yourself go through to get to where you are. They just see it as a raw talent and that's it, but it's not.
No, it's not. But you know,
passion and work.
The link with Muay Thai and fighters, etc. A lot of fighters, Falang fighters like English, UK, France, etc. came to Thailand to study Muay Thai.
Yes.
And what I've done on the highway is exactly what they've done. Can you believe? 20 years ago in Pattaya, they were told by the camp, the Muay Thai camp, okay, you have to go on the streets, and you see those big bars when you have the lights on. When the lights are lighting the street, you have to kick those things. And they had no clue that the Thai people, the Thai coaches were making fun of them. So they would go at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, interesting.
And they would kick, they would kill their bones on those things, on the light things every morning in the morning. And of course people, and in front of what we call talat in Thailand, the markets. The morning markets when everybody is buying the fish, etc. So the Thai people would get out of the market with the fish, the crab. And then they would see a young Falangs kicking the light system of Pattaya and selling to themselves, what are they doing exactly? And then years later, they discovered it had nothing to do with the training, but just to test them to test them and to train
You
their
gotta
mindset to be Muay Thai champions, which they become.
Yeah, of course. You're right. It's the mindset. It's the mindset. But they're fantastic. Okay, and then then you come back off that and back onto the music industry. How you mentioned that's changing a lot. Is that right?
Yes, it's changing a lot today because once again the game has changed. You know, live music, and now a vocalist is sufficiently performing almost by herself or himself.
Yeah.
Because we have devices with backing tracks. Now
See that.
it avoids the orchestra part, the live orchestra part. So now a lot of places choose that option, and the second option they choose, of course, is beautiful female DJs.
You mentioned that, yeah.
So as I told with a great humor, now I'm a female DJ booker.
So if we see you with long hair, we don't...
yeah, but what I mean is that I book beautiful female DJs. This is the first entertainment skill I'm talking about, rather than talking about my singing skills.
Yeah.
To change the whole thing,
good, okay.
the whole approach.
But anyway, then you stopped. You said, has anybody got anything you would like?
Yes.
Up came this song. What was it?
It was Time to Say Goodbye.
Time to Say Goodbye. And one of the first things that interests me, you said that the English lyrics are totally different to the Italian.
Yeah, the English, they said, okay, time to say goodbye, so you can assume time to separate, to say bye-bye.
Separate or goodbye, and you leave your family.
Conte partiro is I will go with you.
Interesting.
On a journey, so basically take your hand and we go together, travel the world and travel life.
Much nicer message.
Until the rest of our lives.
But different.
Yes, absolutely. So it's a totally different song between the English and the Italian.
Interesting. That's what I found. And again, you performed it magnificently to great applause after. So
yes, thank you for the wonderful audience, by the way, today. Thank you to have me.
But that's time to say goodbye now. Okay, so that's fitting. So as always,
thank you.
I'm going to present you with your certificate.
Thank you.
All right, look at this.
That.
Okay, Yves Baron. Now, before we go, just tell everybody where they can see you, come and visit you, come and enjoy your music, please.
For sure. When is this broadcasted? Today, you think?
No, probably in about, don't know, a couple of days.
Okay, a couple of days. But anyway, you will know afterwards that tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm performing with
Do on a regular basis. If you can try and do on a regular basis, it would be better.
Yes, so the regular gigs are Fridays and Saturdays.
That's better.
At Café La Plage.
Okay. Where's that? That's down on...
It's Beach Road, corner Pattaya Clan.
That's right.
Between Hard Rock and Hilton.
Yes.
Café La Plage or Romside next door.
Okay.
So you have to check both places to find me singing.
Easy, okay, and I'll be there as well. Okay.
Thank you.
And I've got to thank you. You're always sending me stuff to come and see.
Of course, my pleasure.
Very good. Okay, thank you very much. So anyway,
thank you to the Pattaya Expats Club.
Yeah, brilliant. Anyway, once again, Expat Club, come and see us next Tuesday, Hotel Barracuda, breakfast, people, entertainment, the whole works. See you next week.